Today, let us review complex numbers. Okay, so we have here the first item. Simplify the expression I to the 29 plus I to the 21st plus I. Given options, we have A, I, B is 3I, C is I minus 1, D is 1 minus I. So, pwede nyong i-pause and then try to answer. Okay. So, let's have first the values for I. Ang I is equal to square root of negative 1. Our I square is equal to negative 1. So, paano nakuha yung negative 1 as value of I square? If we square both sides of the equation here, maka-cancel out dito sa right side yung radical sign. Okay? I cube is equal to I square times I. Yung I square natin ay negative 1. Multiply it to I, it will be negative I. I to the fourth is equal to I square times I square. So, I square natin is negative 1 times negative 1. The answer is positive 1. Now, we are ready to have the solution. Okay? So, lagyan natin dito sa gilid yung ating values for I square, I cube, and I to the fourth. Now, we will have here I to the 29 plus I to the 21st plus I. Okay, anong unang gagawin? Check natin yung exponent ng ating I. Ang target natin dito dapat exactly divisible by 4 yung kanyang exponent para masabi natin na ang value nito ay equal to 1. Okay? Same as well to the I to the 21st. So, since hindi sila exactly divisible by 4, i-factor out natin yung I to the 29 by I to the 28 times I. Si I to the 21 naman ay I to the 20 times I. Bakit? Kasi exactly divisible by 4 si 28 at si 20. Next, let us now replace I raised to 28 or to the 28 power ng positive 1. And then, same as well to I to the 20 ng positive 1. So, 1 times I is I, 1 times I is I, plus I. So, adding up, I plus I plus I, the result is positive 3I. Number 2, if x is equal to 5 minus 6I and y is equal to 2I plus 1, what is x over y? So, we have the options A, negative 7 minus 16I over 5, B, negative 7 minus 4I over 5, C, 7 minus 16I over 5, and D, 17 minus 4I over 5. So, let's start. We have here x over y is equal to x is 5 minus 6I over 2I plus 1. Okay, so dito, meron tayong denominator na 2I plus 1. Dapat masimplify natin ito by multiplying a conjugate. So, ang conjugate ng 2I plus 1 ay 2I minus 1. So, we will multiply 2I minus 1 to both numerator and denominator. Okay? Now, this is 5 minus 6I times 2I minus 1. At ang denominator, kung mapapansin, ito ay difference of two perfect square. Okay, so we have now 2I times 2I, that is 4I square. 1 times 1, that is 1. So, positive times negative, syempre, negative. Okay, so let us proceed with this one. By FOIL method, what is 5 times 2I? That is now 10I. Outer is 5 times negative 1, we have negative 5. Negative 6I times positive 2I, that is negative 12I square. And then negative 6I times negative 1 is positive 6I. All over 4I square minus 1. So, dito tayo sa kabila. Let us now put together like terms. Pag-ayos muna natin. So, si negative 12I square, sulat muna natin dito. Then, we add up 10I and 6I. So, we have now plus 16I. And then, minus 5 over or all over 4i squared minus 1. Ngayon, alam na natin yung value ng I square. So, let us check here. Our I square is equal to negative 1. So, anong gagawin? Let us substitute. In replace to I square, we have negative 1. Yan, nakalagay na. Now, we are ready to simplify again. Negative 12 times negative 1, we got positive 12 and then plus 16i minus 5. All over, what is 4 times negative 1? That is now negative 4 minus 1. So let us put together 12 and negative 5. We have here positive 7 plus 16i over negative 5. So we're not yet done kasi meron pa tayong negative sign dito sa baba. I-divide natin. Positive 7 over negative 5. We got negative 7. And then, positive 16i divided by negative 5, magiging negative 16i na siya over positive 5. Okay, let's have number 3. What is the absolute value of 5i to the 12 minus 3i to the 19? Okay, this time, absolute value ang hinahanap natin. So, we have here a square root of 19, B, negative 7, C, 2, and D, square root of 34. So, you may pause and then you may try answering. Now, let's have the solution. The first thing we will do here is to, of course, simplify. Simplify natin yung 5i raised to 12 minus 3i raised to 19. Remember, pag nagsisimplify tayo, syempre, targetin na natin kung divisible exactly by 4 ba yung kanyang exponent para makuha na natin kaagad yung value na 1. Okay? So, 12 as exponent is already divisible exactly by 4. So, okay na siya. Dito tayo sa kabila, minus 3 times yung I to the 19th, hindi siya exactly divisible. So, meron tayong factor na I to the 16 and then I cube. Okay? Next, your I to the 12 now, palitan na natin siya ng positive 1. Same as well to I to the 16, positive 1. Let us now simplify. 5 times 1 is 5. Negative 3 times positive 1 times negative I is positive 3i. Ito na yung ating gagamitin for finding the absolute value. So, syempre, step 2 na tayo. Let us find the absolute value. So, we will refer it to the absolute of a plus bi. Ayan, kung bakit sinimplify natin na ganito, kasi kailangan nasa form siya na ganyan para makuha natin yung absolute value. Is equal to the square root of a square plus b square. So, let us replace everything, ab, with 5 plus 3i. Tapos, yung a dito, 5. Yung b is 3. Okay, so let us proceed. So, what is the square of 5? That is 25. Square of 3 is 9. So, adding them up, meron na tayong sagot na square root of 34. Okay, so I just hope may naintindihan. Please do like and subscribe. Share na rin sa ating mga classmates. And thank you for watching.